Welcome to Mindful Moments. This is Selene Kumin Vega leading today a guided moving from within process where we'll get to connect with what's happening in our body and then how it's moving us in the moment, even if we didn't know it, and how it might move it if we just allow ourselves to follow the movement that's happening inside and that our body might want to do at this moment in time. So I will zoom myself out. And you can do this sitting, standing, lying down, whatever feels like the best way for you to tune into your body and see what is emerging into the room or space that you're in. I may start sitting and then stand as we go along. Now, beginning by just feeling into the space that you're in. Look around, see how much room you have. Is there furniture around you that you might run into? If you stretch out your arms or stretch out your legs, or if you're lying down, just making sure there's enough room for you, finding the best space to feel like you have the space you need in this moment to expand into it or pull yourself in if you'd like. And then when you have a sense of yourself in that space, begin to bring your attention inwards, maybe letting your eyes go soft focus, closing them if that feels comfortable and safe where you are. And beginning to tune into your breath, that breathing that your body has been doing for you, even as you were busy doing other things. And now you're bringing your conscious attention to this process that has been an unconscious process. That's really all that means is unconscious. You're not paying attention. It's not your conscious will to breathe. It's your body doing what comes naturally. But as we bring our attention to that breath, we have an opportunity to join conscious and unconscious. We can choose to breathe, choose to deepen the breath if that feels right, breathing down into the belly, feeling that movement inside. However deeply you're moving, there is movement as that breath enters your body and releases. Or perhaps in your conscious work with your breath, you might want to see where it might be expanding. Often we think of breathing into the front of our body, into the ribs, into the lungs, and we think of lungs expanding forward, but lungs expand all around the body. You might think about that breath as it moves your lungs, expanding them sideways, expanding them into your back. Just feeling that movement that's happening in your body. It's very subtle. Someone looking at you might not even notice. But you can feel that movement. You can feel how your body allows and opens and relaxes into the release. So playing with that breath here for a little bit. And maybe as you breathe, you might notice there's other movement that your breath expands into. Maybe you're Your shoulders want to get a little bit bigger even than the breath might naturally expand them to. Maybe they want to shift and move a little bit with the breath. Or maybe you might shift to one side or the other as your lungs expand with the breath. And just allowing that release, feeling the waves of movement that happen with your breath. And as you're exploring that movement, as subtle or large as it may be, you might begin to notice if there's any kind of an interest in your body coming to begin to move in some other way. I'm noticing my own body because I'm standing, wanting to shift a little bit from side to side. And I'm noticing that my shoulders are kind of guiding that movement. My shoulder wants to reach one side or another. Your body may be finding an entirely different place or kind of movement that's wanting to happen right now. Maybe a muscle is wanting to contract and get strong and then release. Maybe something wants to reach way out and then release. Maybe there's a swing of arms or legs that wants to explore the space that you're in. Maybe there's a curling of the spine or an arching. Maybe your neck is loosening to allow your head to explore a little bit, or your feet curling, uncurling, circling around. So many possibilities of what your body might like to do if you just allow it. Or it might be that there's really a very quiet internal movement happening, just the one that your breath moves. There is no right kind of movement, and every time you give yourself the time and space to explore, something entirely different might happen because it's the movement of that moment. It's what would feel good to you right now, right here. Just gently exploring. Maybe there's a place in you that feels achy or sore or painful that might like a little bit of attention. Maybe to circle around, maybe to bring your hands there and massage. We often think of movement as being in arms or legs or torso, feet, hands, maybe even neck and head. We sometimes forget that the face might want to play around a little bit with some movement too. Yawns are a way that the body pretty much demands that you move muscles in your face. But you can play around with that. Mouth and jaw, and cheeks, squinching eyes, even opening eyes wide. Just letting your body be in its own process of what feels right in this moment, on that continuum from being very still and just having the internal movement of breath, heartbeat, fluids moving inside, all the way to wild movement. Maybe you're jumping up and down around your room if that's what your body was asking for. Who knows what in each moment will feel right for you in your body in this moment of time and space and feeling. So just taking a few moments here to let your body guide you into whatever feels like the movement of the moment. And if there's any inner judge coming through to say, oh, that's a weird movement, or oh, I can't seem to do what I want to do here, just let that drift on by. Come back to a sense of support for your body as it is today, right now, whatever it's capable of, as small or as large, as free or as constricted as it may be. And gently letting your movement, if it's gotten large, come back down to a gentler, quieter place as we begin to come towards the end of our time here. I'm noticing the state that you're in right now. As your eyes open or refocus, just noticing this quiet space, this meditative space you're in, knowing that you're here or in a group together, that others might also be in that shared meditative state. And you might not speak at first, or if you speak from your own experience, not in ways that would take others out of their own experience. And just staying with that sense of presence to our own and others' experience. And that would be a fruit of the practice that we're completing right now. Thank you for joining me today.